at all.
Every pawn on a dark square makes Danya a dull boy. This bishop is a beast, and we'll find if it gets any way in, black will be losing. If this bishop can somehow get it. Oh, and I just thinking of any way in.
Bishop
Look at
takes
G5.
G5. Danny, the idea is HG. Bishop takes G5. Holy smokes, my brain is exploding. FG, F6. And the pawn promotes.
God.
And
Bishop takes G5.
I can't believe it.
You have to play Bishop D8.
And then H6 breaking through again, and suddenly White's got plenty of winning chances. And you could play H6 at your leisure.
I was going to say, he could have even gone this way to prepare H6 and force the black king to be in a less than ideal position.
And they
say G5, what a move to spot.
Now, two options here for Magnus, broadly speaking. I like King G4, H6, and then King H5, trying to infiltrate through the king side. He's going to win this game, isn't he?
If anyone can. But G5, what an instructive point. I guess we were kind of focused too much on the queen side. In hindsight, that was a really instructive grip that White had, and you always have to watch for those shots when your opponent has the pawns furthest up. Everyone knows of like the three little piggies trick where you sacrifice all the pawns, right, and break through. Kind of a similar theme in any of these positions where you have much further advanced pawns, despite it being symmetrical, you have winning chances.
And the pawn endgame is losing.
Yeah.
So can Fabi build some sort of fortress here? King G7, E4, King G6, and Fabi can move his king. That's big because if you take the bishop on D4, the pawn promotes. It might be a draw.
Huge move.
I think he's holding it. I mean, Carlsen's going to try to get his king back to F4, I think.
Yep. Now the E4 pawn has gone too far.
Dude, he just never dies. He just keeps fighting and fighting, and he just never ends.
What do you do now?
No, you give up the pawn. And then you move your bishop away, but it should be losing. No, this has got to be lost.
It's so hard.
Now you go back to G6?
But when you get all the way back, what's the difference?
No, it takes D5. Try to win this one.
Sacrifices F for C.
Okay. It should be a draw objectively, but I think Magnus is going to pull through. King C5. King C5. It's over.
The king goes to D5, you push to C6, and you force the bishop trade. It's a winning king upon ending.
Not even close. Not even close. This might have been the most unbelievable game of the match, Danny.
Seriously.
This needs to be studied by everybody who wants to learn something about chess after the match.
This might be a game we asked Magnus about.